Hello gentle people, welcome back to the channel. Jeff here for another carving video. I've been fiddling with a couple of stuff in the last couple of days. I took a little break for my wrist and fingers. I'm starting to run out of wood, sadly, and the wood that I have now is way harder than the pieces that I had before, but I will make do with it. Yesterday I carved this little guy, which is, I don't know, some sort of a Viking Santa dwarf guy under a blanket. I was looking at some videos to find some inspiration, and once again I found a video from Doug Linker where he carves these native Canadian under blankets like this, and I was like, wow, that is such a cool idea. To make a little tutorial, because it removes the problem of carving arms, because they're obviously hidden under. And you see, this guy is, he's fairly square. I haven't cut that deep. Like I said, my wood is really hard right now, and my knives are, well, as sharp as I can have them. But yeah, it requires way more strength to carve, and it's a bit of a problem. I will try to get better wood in the really near future. In any case, so this is what we will carve today. So yeah, I hope you have your gloves. I have mine. I have two different ones. I found my old Kevlar glove, so I will use it for my right hand, for my thumb. I will try to carve with my other Flexcut today, also the detail knife instead of having the roughing one. We'll see how it goes with this hardwood. Maybe that's a really stupid idea, but we'll see. So first thing first, as usual, I put the line for the feet. I put the middle line. As usual, eyeball pretty much everything, because I really don't mind about perfection. I do the line for the face, some sort of like halfway. It's more about the, like, I say the face all the time, but since the beard is kind of looking like this always, it's more about like the corner of the face and the shoulder. And then that's, yeah, as usual, this is how I start. So taking the knife, we will remove wood from both sides. Oh wow, that's hard. Okay, so we have put an angle on the head, basically, like this. The wood is so hard. I think there's something in maybe something in the blade. I see some little marks that I leave when I carve. So yeah, maybe there's a... Yeah, we put an angle on both sides for the head. So we will basically now, you can probably remove a little bit more wood if you're at this stage like me. It's just usually fairly hard to, with that type of knife at least, to carve flat like that. Alright, anyway. So yeah, as usual, I just do a little V-cut on both sides, like here, just to basically give a little space for the beard to know sort of where to start. Yeah, maybe using that knife was not the absolute best, but hey, oops. I don't know what knife you have, so yeah. So anyway, compared to this guy, he has a really long hair in the back. So I think we will do probably the same thing with this guy. We'll see, maybe shorter hair. One thing we should do now is around the face. We will basically do the face, then the blanket, because that's pretty much the whole body, and then we'll do the feet at some point when I'm bored of rounding the face. I guess I'll probably just jump to the feet to change the pace a bit. Anyway, let's round the head. So same thing, just you have the center line here, so carve and round the face to this line, and then we'll do the same thing on the other. So we sort of have around the shape forehead, round a bit more here, as you can see, but then we'll round up to make the other part. The same thing, just remove around the corners of the ring, and that's what I have to do. Okay, so now you should have a rounded head, like this. This was the most tedious and annoying part, probably apart from the feet, but there we go, we have that thing. Let's go to the feet, like I said. Nothing as different as my other carving. We'll just go a little stop cut and carve through it. Just to give the general shape, because we will remove more wood and come back later. But I'll do for now on both sides. I can't go deep. It's that's really harsh. But anyway, I'll stop complaining about my wood. So we have some depth. It's really light. We'll have to go deeper after, but that will do the trick for now. So let's go back to the face. I think we'll do, like I said, we'll do the whole face, and we'll be over with that. That's basically the biggest part. After that, it's fairly straightforward. So once again, I usually use the triangle that I created with the V shape, and then that gives me some sort of a line to follow for the beard. You can make it more angular or not, it's up to you. But that thing should go sort of like above the blanket. And for the back, let's do as usual. I think I will just draw a little line behind. Could have done that before, but that's okay. Just do another little V-cut. Don't make a big one, just a small one to give a little line for the shoulders and the back here. And yeah, same thing. I will give him shorter hair than the one I've done. That was a pain to carve, really. So here we are. It's almost the same thing as the front. So as I usually do, I will make a stop cut. Another step cut, and we'll remove the wood and the front. We'll do the same in the back. Okay, so you should have this carving on both sides, from the hair and the front. It gives you a shape for the beard and the back of the hair. So as you can see with this guy, he has the helmet, and then the hair is going above the beard all the way to the back. And then I also added the mustache, which is pretty much the first time I've done that. That's probably why he looks like a little cute Santa or something like this, with a big nose. So we will do the helmet first, and then go on with the face. For the helmet, we'll do a line. Sorry, lots of wood chip in my thing. Above. Depending on what the side of the helmet you want to have, you can make the line lower or higher. This time I kind of want to have a big helmet. So I've done the line. It's kind of crooked now that I look at it. Mind, it's not a problem that he might have a crooked helmet, but let's have it a bit straighter. It's okay if you're drawing anywhere, you can always obviously carve that wood out. So we'll do a stop cut all the way around. I'll try, that's really hard for me to go deep right now. Okay. So I'll just give my knife a little bit of strop. I think I should do that every 15 minutes now. That should be a good thing I do, so I'll be back in a sec. There we go. So we have the cut, stop cut, so we'll carve under it to the helmet. Make sure you take your time here so you don't go too far, depending on the depth of your stop cut. My stop cut is really not deep, so I'm taking precious care here so I don't mess up the helmet and carve too far. Okay, so we have the cut under. You see it's really not deep. I'll do a second pass. The cool thing with video is that you can pause when I fast forward and just keep on after you're done with the same step. So let's do that again. Okay, so it's a bit deeper now, as you can see, probably. The other line, we'll do that later. Right now we have the shape. We'll continue with the face. I will just maybe remove one of these little corners. They're getting a bit too big. I kind of like these fat beard with my dudes, but maybe that time was a bit too big. So as you can see with him, he kind of has his, you know, this cute caricature gnome thing. Like his eyes is like, I don't know, under the helmet or something like that. So we'll do the same thing. Somewhere in the middle, can draw a line for the nose, and then step cut. Oh, that's harsh. And then we'll remove that wood. how I do my thing, I always end up having like a really long straight line because I'm obviously carving fat. I'm not rounding my head that much compared to others. I still kind of like the look of my guys. In any case, it's all of the wood on both sides of the nose, as you might have seen if it's not the first time you see me carve, will be removed anyway to create the shape of the nose. So don't be afraid of creating that big line. I could even do a longer stop cut here. Okay, so we have this ridge. So normally do use a pencil. Sometimes I don't, and I end up with a really crooked nose. So yeah, as you might have known by me, I love big nose. So we will. I put both lines, so stop cut on both sides. Wow. Whew, so much strength. Alright, and then we will carve basically all that wood on both sides. And then the deeper you go, the bigger the nose will be. And that is fine. Don't hesitate to remove wood on both sides. That will also create the cheeks. And then the what could be eye socket, but not on these guys. Because the eyes are, I don't know, hidden somewhere under the helmet. Okay, so we have a nose and a face. Kind of flat, but I will cut the top here deeper. I'll create kind of a ridge. I also have this sort of like ugly wood thing here, so I will remove that already in the helmet. Gonna disappear if I paint, but still. Okay. So cut both corners in a, I don't know, 45-degree angle or something like this. Get more of a nose shape. Alright. And around the edge on both sides. That one was deeper, I think, yeah. So as you can see, the nose kind of disappeared now. We need to carve the eye socket where the eyes would be deeper. So I start from one, like where the nostril would be, and then I go deep from there. Alright. Maybe this guy will have some eyes if I paint it. So I feel that the helmet is higher in this one. Could have made a nose smaller, but anyway. And same thing on the other end. it up a bit. Okay. Good, so we have a nose. I'll just round it up because we don't like sharp corner, especially not on the nose. Cool. All right. Now we should. I'll just fix that helmet a little bit. I really need to get a brush also, just to remove these little sharp nails everywhere. Now we will do the line from the hair. It's really simple, just start from like the middle, if you still see your middle line. And then just make a curve. Hop. That goes to your little triangle from before. Same thing on the other side. Like that. Now we'll carve that wood. I'll go with V-cut. Alright, so that will create a line. We'll adjust that later. It's really flat. My piece was kind of rectangular, so I make do with the wood that I have. Like I'm saying, I'm starting to run out of wood. Well, for this side. There we go. Okay, so we have both lines, both sides. So now we will do the same thing, but we will bring the beard all the way. We'll round everything up after. I usually don't do that with my little guys, but I'm starting to like that a little bit, so that's kind of cool. All my others, there's no clear distinction between the beard and the hair. Okay. Alright, so we have the beard going all the way around, and then the hair goes all the way around. Let's remove that wood. Try to unflatten the things. Add more cuts in there, more edges. That's always better for the paint. Get something to stick to. Alright, okay. Good, so now the mustache. If you do a mustache going up, it always makes the little dude seem happier, and that's what I've done with this guy. That's, like I said before, that's probably why he looks like Santa, because Santa has happy mustache. But we'll do a not happy mustache this time. So from the little line here, we'll just do a, I don't know, maybe a thicker one like that. Something like this. Oh no. Something like that. So we'll do a a stop cut going around. Here. Something like that. Something to the other side. Okay. So obviously this mustache needs to be above everything, so we will carve around it on all directions to basically make it pop a little bit. So either you go with V-cuts or you can go around like this and then remove the piece of wood. We'll clean that up. All right. So we went from Santa, now this guy looks more like a biker. Maybe he has a biker helmet even, at least for now. Alright, and then from here. Okay, so now I will just move the line, the fencing line. So you see now he looks really not happy compared to this guy. Now we'll round the corners. You can remove more wood. Around the mustache. Guess what? You could not even have a beard, but no, let's keep the beard. We love beard, right? We'll not do a beardless one. I just really want to remove that weird wood color thing that I have here. I feel that probably this piece of wood was like at the end. It was not in the middle. Okay. So the mustache is really thin right now, so the deeper you can carve, obviously, the better it will be. But now the guy still needs probably some beard, at least for the cheek. So we'll go from the corner here, probably. Let's go all the way to where the thing goes, the hairline. So the corner here, all the way to the corner of the mustache. Same thing again, we'll just do a little V-cut. So we'll have the beard going around, and that will create the cheek. You could go and not do that, like I was wondering myself, and just round that face, and then that would be just a beardless guy with a big Lemmy from Motorhead mustache instead, and that would do. Maybe I'll do it next time even. Change the thing a little bit. Okay. So that's where we are at right now. I hope you can see. Cuts are really not that deep, so it's You can't really see the mustache, sadly. I really need to carve deeper. Sadly, it's so hard for me right now because of the knives that I have and the wood. Okay. So we need to remove that wood here because the mustache needs to be in the front. Okay, that's better. And the same thing in the middle. That would be the little bit of harder part. Especially that with this knife, I don't have a lot of reach. I'll go that way instead. There we go. Just watch out if the wood split. Just make sure you're aware of that, so you don't remove too much wood. You can always remove more. You can't add. Okay. We're almost done with the face. We just need to add a little mouth to this guy. I will just fix this stash a little bit so it's not sharp. Okay, so yeah, for the mouth, we'll do as usual, like I do with my other guys. So I will just do a triangle like this, then this, maybe longer, like that, as you can see, and then I will carve through it. Like that. And you can leave it like that if you want, or if you feel like it, like I always like to do with the other guys, I just do a step cut in the middle, and then I remove the wood below it. At least I try. To be gentle with that thing. Let's sort of give a little underlip. All right. So it has a double stash. Cool. That's it with the face. You can round things up. Everywhere. Okay. So now the blanket. We have a lot of wood to remove. So let's look at this guy. Yeah, the blanket goes all the way around. So first thing first, should have done that way before, but remove all the corners. And don't be afraid to remove a lot of wood. There's no problem with that. For the behind here, sort of in the same, maybe a little bit below, I guess. We'll just do a little stop cut, just to not lose the feet. And from here we can remove all the wood. Okay. Once again, I will just remove as much wood as I can from the front. Make the beard pop even more. Don't hesitate to go deep. It's hard with the wood that I have right now, but I'm trying my best. Okay, the blanket. So I'm stuck. From like, you can do a little V, like V-neck thing here. And then from here we'll basically, so one arm is holding the blanket and then one arm is holding the blanket in front. So we will just do a curve line like this and go on the side. Then same thing here. This one is below and then a bit higher. Then go on the side. Like that. I guess. Maybe. I hope you see. I can probably maybe carve it. Just draw a little bit darker. I guess you get the gist. Okay, now you probably see more. And we'll go around and around and around. And then we'll link both thing. And then it goes right in the back. So pretty simple. We will stop cut all the way around on this side, which is above. Alright. Then we'll remove that wood. You can go in one cut if your knife and the wood allows it. If not, you just make more. That'll be perfectly fine. So we have a deeper, you see here. So this one is above this one. So we'll do the same thing here. We'll do one cut there, just at the top to reach, and then however you can, remove that wood to create some sort of like V, little V-neck or something like that. If you have a gouge or a V-tool or something like that, it will be probably easier, but I'm a man of a knife with a single one. And then we'll go around and basically do that cut here and then cut below. I want a bit sharp on this one, so now the important part is to remove the sharpness here. You don't like sharp edges. Make sure you clean that up. Alright. Make sure it's rounded. Don't hesitate to remove wood now. Like I said earlier, we would go back to the feet, so now remove as much wood as you can. Okay. I realized that I didn't keep the middle line, so but it seems to be. Let's align it with the point of the beard. Just make a little cut for the feet. Okay, like this. So now we will keep on doing the blanket all the way around. Just go and remove the underwood all around it. Okay, so now you should have a clear line from the blanket all the way around. This is really square. I realized I could have removed more wood, but that'll do. So now for the feet, we will, as deep as you have made the blanket, on all the sides, except from the front, we will remove all that wood. Okay, so that should be better. The deeper you go, the better it will look. So if you can, I'm like I said earlier, I'm trying my best right now, but with the knife and the wood, it's kind of hard. Middle line here, should do that too. And do a little cut here that will be invisible, but it's for the bum. Pop that thing. Same thing on the other side. And carve a little V here. That same thing here. There we go. Okay. Let's deepen those feet if you can with the reach of your knife, because the blanket might be in the way. The deeper we go, the better it will be. Okay. Let's cut the corner here on both sides for the feet. Once again, I will remove the front wood. That layer that is weird with my piece. You probably don't have that. Okay. I will carve a V in the front here to round the feet. It'll look better. Okay. Cool. I don't know what happened here, but this piece of wood decided to go away. Okay. Then we can do the same thing here. So we'll have these kind of rounded feet. One feet is bigger than the other. That's great. Okay. So we'll do the front pants. Oops. You just need to have a little triangle here, and then a straight line to give a little crotch to the little guy. So you can do a diagonal cut, come back in, pop that thing up. You got diagonal, whatever you feel like, depending on the reach of your knife. It's interesting with carving only with this little knife. There's I obviously have way less reach than my other, and then cut in the middle. Come on. There we go. So now he has a little crotch, and you can see both his leg. Let's remove more wood here. Okay. Now it looks like he's kind of hidden under that thing. So the thing is that we kind of want to look. We kind of want to see the arms. In a way, I don't know if you see that with that guy, but we have the underline here on both sides that kind of show the arms. So what I do, well, first thing and foremost, I will remove wood here, unflatten that thing. So once again, don't hesitate to remove wood. Okay, so let's say that the arm is here and the other one is there. So what I will do is just a series of light V-cut, like maybe around, I don't know, 1.5 centimeters, 3/4 of an inch, maybe something like this here, starting from a corner, just going around. Don't go too deep here. Just have a little bit of V-cuts here and there. See? Now we sort of have a line. So like the arm will be here somehow. The hand will be sort of here. We'll remove all that after. Not really. So you can do the same thing on the other side. Once again, don't go too deep. That's not what we want. Could use a gouge and do it in one go, like a wide one, I assume. Okay, same thing here. The hand would be like right there. We could show that with a little V-cut there, another little V-cut here. Sort of like you're holding, the guy is holding his blanket there. Okay. Now the back. Should have done that before, but I just realized that. Obviously now the hair is like inside, so we need to kind of remove all that wood as most as possible. I would say the same depth of the hair that you have. This step should have been done earlier. Sorry about that. I kind of forgot the back for a second. But we don't have a lot to do in here in the back. Just you can do a couple of V-cuts here and there where you feel like it. Or use a V-tool or a gouge or anything like that. Just so there's some sort of like fabric, little curves. Make sure you remove all the sharp corner everywhere. We don't like that. Something here at the top, maybe for the elbow or something like that. Same thing on the other side. Oh, I removed way too much wood here. Kind of broke on me. Well, nothing we can't fix. I was in we'll just clean that up. Alright, nothing happened. Alright. Oh, we almost see the hand there now. It's like Bob Ross would say, just a happy accident. I was going fast. Alright, and then we will do a little V-cut just here in the corner. We'll end up with the feet, and then we will just link like I do with my other guys. The foot here. You can draw the line with a pencil, but since I'm doing that so often now, I just basically eyeball everything. So that will sort of give a little pair of pants. It goes all the way down to the feet. You see, it's important to keep the middle line. I haven't, and one of my foot is a little bit bigger than the other. And here, same thing on the side. Just put a couple of V-cuts here and there. That gives a little bit more character to the fabric. Same thing with the pants. Same thing with the cloak. Same thing in the back here. And yeah, all the sharp corners on the blanket if you have any. Around everything. So that's what we have right now. We're pretty much done. It's really square. Could be way more rounded. Still serve the purpose. So we'll just do the last thing with the helmet, which is just having another line that follows the same one. About I don't know, an inch is like an 1/8, I guess. And centimeters, like 1/2 centimeter or something like this. And we'll just do another cut all the way around. Then we'll just go all the way around and cut. Here it is, just around the corner again. Just at the top though, don't round the corner below. We wanna, that's basically the only part we want sharp, the under part of the helmet. Or the hat, it could be a hat also, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Only the last part, the important part, my signature cut, I would say. The little V in the beard. Et voila. So here we have the little square Viking dwarf Santa in a blanket. Cool. So I hope you enjoyed and you found that insightful. With softer wood and probably better knife, I would be able to carve a little bit deeper, but that's pretty much what we have. I hope you enjoyed. If you had, yeah, make sure that you leave a comment or anything. That's really cool. I see people coming back from a couple of videos. It's really cool to see the same face over and over and having new ones joining. So thanks for the support, and I see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye and have a great day.